Hello everyone. So since school, we have been studying English. Usually English as second language. Everything is in place. Good grammar. A hold over the structure of the basic structure. And even a fine sentence structure. But then still that one thing, which is promptness in our interaction. That promptness in the replies we give isn't happening. So this is one major thing that not just the children, but even the adults these days are facing. Going by our experience, when the learners contact us, they come with one of the two mindsets. Either we want to be fluent at English, or English is not a problem, but then we feel hesitant to interact, to communicate, initiate a conversation. If you are one of these, if you fall in any of the two categories, this video is for you. Do you want to feel more confident when interacting and get rid of this hesitation? Is this hesitation that is creeping in affecting your social life, your work life, your friendship, your personal relationships, or your self-image? If the answer is a yes to any of these questions, you need to start working right away. And one more question. Do you think this hesitation is just because you are not at home in English? Or are there some more reasons behind? And whatever the causes be, do you want to get rid of it? Keep that hesitation at bay, and the next time you enter a social setting, feel that it's just you who's gonna outshine everybody else. So here we have 11 tips for you, the expert Sprenglush tips. Number 1, ape your idol. This might sound strange, but then yes, my friends, aping is the first step towards mastering an art or a skill. And yes, language speaking is definitely an art in itself. To make it simpler, if you idolize somebody, some celebrity, some sports personality, or somebody in your real life, you like their communication in English, just free flow and start aping them. Number 2, go out there, gain experiences, and accumulate as many stories as possible. So storytelling is one short way of connecting with people. And what's better than having stories in your conversation? So that not just gives you a subject matter to talk about, but even just elevates your confidence level. And confidence has a lot to do with how you're going to fare in your communication or interaction. Number 3, find people to speak with. Now this is one thing that I have seen, a major difference that I've seen in the learners who are doing really well and the ones who aren't. People usually, or the learners that we come across, usually hesitate being around people who are wonderful at the comm skills. But then rather, I would say, find people who are better than you. Sit with them, talk to them, make mistakes, get the constructive feedback and learn from it. So yes, find people to communicate with and learn from. Next, read, watch and hear as much as you can in English. Now, one major reason why we feel hesitant or do not feel confident in interacting is because we do not have anything to bring to the table. So that lack of information, that lack of knowledge on the topic being discussed is something that just drops our confidence, hence prevents us from interacting and makes us hesitant. So gather as much information, as much knowledge as possible, but then in the target language here, that is English. Coming to the next point, make your learning fun. Monotony is one thing that all of us want to be at bay, be it children or adults. So why not make our learning fun? If I like cooking, let's watch cooking shows, hear cookery podcasts, practice those terminologies at home, and make videos of ourselves practicing the same. So just find whatever interests you, whatever enthuses your spirits, and just hear, watch, and practice. The next point, create short-term goals. If you have a presentation to be given by the weekend at your workplace, so just work on it first. Keep a short-term goal in mind, or making it generic. So for example, I have to learn 5 new words by the weekend, and not just words, their meaning along with their usage, and such sentences that can be used in my day-to-day language, or speaking 1 paragraph every day. So such short-term goals are measurable in nature and become a booster, a motivator for further learning. Next point, always complete the sentences. Dear learners, however wrong you might be going, however off track the topic you might have gone, always complete the sentences. Here, it's not about being perfect. It's just about training your mind to be done with the thing that you've begun. So the sentence that you've started, always complete it. And finally, coming to the last one, take up a live communication course online. So dear learners, there's nothing better than having a mentor-led facilitation. You practice, make mistakes, get the feedback right then, know how to correct, what vocabulary to improve upon, and having all this interaction taking place in a controlled, in a calibrated environment. Coming to the next point, try to think in English. Now this is one major thing that prevents promptness during communication. So why is it that we are not able to give spontaneous answers? That's because unknowingly we are translating from our mother tongue into English. So think in English, and how to do that. The practice begins at home, in front of the mirror, or just talking to yourself. Take up any random topic. Give yourself some time. For example, 30 seconds, or I'm going to speak for 1 minute, and just start that impromptu kind of a conversation or a speech. So to conclude, the fear of public speaking, of communication, or just the mere effort to prevent the hesitation while interaction, practice is extremely important. The perseverance, that conviction towards your goal. And the goal here is to feel confident, irrespective of the setting we are in, irrespective of the people surrounding us. So that unconditional confidence, to gain that, you need to work on yourself religiously, day in and day out. So the process is gradual and your efforts have to be consistent. So see you again in the next video. This is Swati signing off.